Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Luke.
And I'm Jacob.
Welcome to Coffee Shop Conversations.
Coffee Shop Conversations takes a journey into the lives of everyday people who make significant but yet uncelebrated and unrecognized contributions to humanity.
At the Coffee Shop, we're going to introduce you to some of the most amazing people who do great things in this community and around the world.
Before you finish checking us out, please hit the subscribe below because you don't want to miss a thing.
So, what was some of your greatest fears growing up?
I don't know if fears is the word I would use, but I think challenges. I think for me, it's growing up, you want to excel, you want to do well, but sometimes growing up, you're also trying to find your identity. And, you got a lot of stuff coming at you fast. And so how do you balance out, all that life has to offer and not make mistakes that'll cripple you, when you become an adult? And so, for me, in school, I didn't make the best decisions. I just thank the good Lord that He continued to show favor and allowed me to continue down my path. But so, I don't know if, necessarily, again, fear, but I think just trying to figure out how to embrace life and do it in a manner where, there could be success at the end of the tunnel, whatever that looked like.
I want to ask you, what are some of your most memorable moments just kind of growing up in high school as a teenager?
Well, I think it was interesting for me because so we moved out to a neighborhood that really wasn't all that diverse when we were in middle school, back in the late 80s and early 90s. And so going from one neighborhood to the next, sort of late in my schooling years, meant I faced a number of challenges. I no longer had my friends I grew up with, on the block. Now, I'm in a whole new neighborhood. And so, I think part of my challenges in high school, was where's that balance, right? Like, where's the balance of trying to figure out who you are, trying to embrace your new environments with everything that they're throwing at you, and not, become angry or rebellion, and yet still trying to get all the things that are at your hands. So, for example, growing up in Lee Summit, going to school in Blue Springs, I knew that I was afforded many opportunities. So even though I had many challenges, I also realized that I had many opportunities. Plus, I think the other thing for me, I was, fairly young. I was a senior. I was 16 years old, and, at 16 as a senior, trying to balance out, all that, So, but, I do think that at the end of the day, you still have to, regardless of the challenges before you, you still have to know who you are and be focused enough to achieve your goals.
Me personally, I've had a lot of obstacles growing up as a youth, and even now still. What were some of your big obstacles in your youth?
Well, I think for me and many of our friends, it was just trying to make sure we had those positive role models. I had a lot of women in my life, God bless them, and not necessarily a lot of positive black men. My dad wasn't around growing up, and so, it certainly was a challenge, and didn't necessarily have, the most money. And so, for me, I've always worked, started working pretty early, 13, 14 years old, sweeping floors. Then I never forget, one of the first jobs was at the Mutual Musicians Foundation. It's down on 18th and Vine. I used to go in and sweep and mop floors, clean the bathrooms, but it was just a matter of earning some money.
How did you personally overcome kind of those obstacles?
And I didn't always have one parent. My mom, remarried, and so, I had a mom and stepdad in the end. But, I think it was just, it's something that's got to be inside of you, But again, I want to make it abundantly clear that it didn't just happen. When I was 16, again, as a senior, I didn't know what I was going to do. But the best decision I did make was joining the military. That was one of the great pivots in my life toward going down the road of righteous and accomplishing, success later on in life.